I want to commend Elon because he's done a fantastic. He doesn't need this. You know, he's abused by you people every day. He's found more things than anybody could find. I think he's got the credibility to do it. I know he does.
The more I know President Trump, the more I like him. Frankly, I love the guy.
I tell you gotta love Elon Musk. Elon Musk is almost, just like him, almost as smart as the boss. Almost as smart as Donald Trump. But when you put those two together, that's a hell of a winning team.
They do get along well. I think Trump just likes someone he can completely trust who doesn't have any alternative motives.
And moms know. By the way, Democrats, you do have a choice. There is another way.
Democrats are only focused on one thing right now, Mr. Musk. The fact of the matter, he's quite popular. Sometimes it's better to join them.
He helps Donald Trump get into office, and he goes, I want to find out what kind of corruption is really around. Pick the wrong psychopath on the spectrum. That's good.
The host of Your Ewan Show, Ewan joins us now. We've seen so much in your career. This has got to be one of the most unique pairings ever.
It is, Brian. I got to compliment you and your producers on that opening montage. When you go back and do it again, just add Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis from Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't like it because you're going to get me killed. But buddy movies, it's the perfect way to open this up. If we did history, though, we'd show Harry Hopkins being FDR's emissary to Churchill in 1940 to figure out whether or not Britain can survive. We would use Ben Bradley and John Kennedy. These are predicates for a president using an SGE. We call them special government employees now, but it's just somebody that they like and get along with. But the president remains the president. Donald Trump is in charge. Those Democrats melting down, they really have lost it. And that's another good montage. So if I hear that song one more time, my head's going to split open because that is the worst song I've ever heard sung. I think it's a great partnership. It's working very well, as Musk said in the Oval. They're going to make some mistakes. That they're going fast. They're going to break some things. They're going to have to glue them back together. I'm all for it, right? All for it because what they found already, the USAID stuff, and they're just getting started. Wait till they get to the Department of Education. Wait till they get to transportation, aside from the FCC and the FAA. When they get to the Department of Defense, I hope they go very carefully, but go very deep.
Absolutely. And do you worry that courts are going to stop it? I know they've already slowed it down. And we'll talk about that a little bit later with Ted Cruz. But do you worry they're going to stop it?
Well, I'm not worried. I think the Constitution is very strong. The nonsense about a constitutional crisis is just that nonsense by people who don't know anything about the law. Some district courts have impeded some actions. They will all be reviewed by appellate courts. They may get up to the SCOTUS in a hurry. It depends on it. There's one overreach by a Trump appointee, by the way, where he told the president he could not recall USAID employees abroad. That just gets right into the heart of the president's foreign affairs commander-in-chief power, and I think that will be reversed in a hurry. If they've made mistakes about the dismissal of federal employees, I used to be the general counsel and deputy director of the U.S. Office of Personnel Management long ago and far away. It's hard to fire a federal employee after the 1978 Civil Service Reform Act. But if they do it wrong, those employees will get reinstated or they'll get a buyout, whatever. It's not the end of the world. What's the end of the world is a $2 trillion deficit every year and $36 trillion in debt. We have to do this while also defending the country and making sure that the social safety net stays in place.
Yeah, right. And we got the smartest guy doing it for free with his team that has 7 successful companies. The man, the richest man in the world. Please show me the downside. My opinion, the sleeping giant of this administration potentially could be RFK Jr. He has brought Democrats and Republicans together, especially moms, because we're going to look, it's within our food. Look what's in our vaccines, not banning vaccines. Do you agree with me on that? That when his nomination was actually confirmed this week, that he is going to be the beginning of something that could really produce something for every family?
I'm a little bit different, Frank.